One of the great things about Flash and bitmap images is that you can adjust the compression without messing with the original image file. Once the file is imported into Flash, that original file's information is saved in Flash, and however you change the compression of the file is never affected, and you can always undo any changes that you make without losing image quality. Let's take a look at how to modify bitmap image compression in Flash. So if I test my movie, I'll go to Properties, and I'll test the movie in Flash, publish a SWIFT file, and take a look at its file size in the SWIFT history panel. To publish the movie, I'll go to Control, Test Movie, Test. I'll close the file, and then look in the SWIFT history section in the Properties panel. Note the file size is 69 kilobytes. By adjusting compression, I can lower that file size a little bit while still retaining the quality of the image. So let's go to the library, and I'll double-click the icon for flower.jpg to open up the Bitmap Properties window. In the Bitmap Properties window, you'll see a preview of your image that you can click and drag to pan around, and then you'll see some settings that you can update. Many of these settings deal with the compression of your image. You can check Allow Smoothing to have Flash smooth out the image to reduce its file size. Now sometimes this will make your image look a little bit better, but if you compress it a lot, then maybe it won't look so good. So just know that you might want to toggle this and see how it looks when you're compressing your images. After that, you'll see the compression drop-down menu. You can choose whether to use JPEG compression or lossless compression. Basically, JPEG compression compresses the image by reducing its quality. So the file size goes down with the quality. Lossless compression doesn't have any compression settings and maintains the original image. So if you want to compress the image, you can go to JPEG compression, and then you can either use the imported JPEG data or choose custom to set your own compression. So with custom, I have it set to 50. I'm going to change this to 25 so that the difference is very obvious between the original and the compressed version, and then I'll click Test to watch the image update. Before you click Test, make sure you're looking at the image preview in the left side of this window. So I'll click Test, and there's the compressed image. So that's an enormous reduction in quality, so we don't want that. So I'll go a little bit higher. I'll go to 50 and click Test, and that looks a little bit better. Now you may want to do it higher than this, or this may be okay. It's really your call. I'll go to 60 and click Test, and that looks good to me, so I'll click OK. And then I'm going to go to the Properties panel, deselect everything, test the movie one more time. There's the image. I'll close the window, and notice that my file size is about half the size as it was before. So by adjusting the settings for this bitmap image, I was able to bring down the file size of my SWIFT file. When you're working with many bitmap images in Flash, I recommend going through them one by one so that you can optimize your file to get the lowest file size possible.